Would you believe it? Elvis said it to his fans because they were screaming at him, "You're the king." He said, "There's only one king, the Lord God Jesus Christ."
Do you not think Henry has a level above him?
No, well, Henry is the king as well, but he's not the king anymore since he left and went to Galway. You could be walking down the street there now. One could be dressed as Elton John, and another could be dressed as Rod Stewart, and people say, "Hi, Rod. Hi, Elton." Well, if you're dressed as a king, say, "Elvis, come on, you get a picture." "Of course, ma'am, you get a picture, baby. I love you, honey. I love you too. You see the movie, baby? I saw the movie, honey. You look well, Elvis. Thank you very much."
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of relationship that people have with you that they think is Elvis.
Actually, I mean, I can't walk down the street without people shouting out the car, "Go on the king, go on the king. Are we going to do it on Sunday? Of course we can." And then we'll be all shook up. They'll be staying in the Harper Hotel and they'll be crying in the chapel. Elvis's great-great-great-grandfather came from Hackettstown, County Carlow. So we have Irish connections like with Elvis, and there's an Elvis Presley grave in Hackettstown that someday I'll probably go down and see can I find it, because a couple of years ago one of the locals, this car pulled up, hard car, and this lovely lady got out, she all dressed up. She said to him, a guy sat in the front driver's seat, he looked like Elvis, he spoke like Elvis, he talked like Elvis, and they said, "Sir, we're looking for a grave. There's a Presley grave here." "Yeah, ma'am, it's up in the graveyard. Could you show me? Could you show me?" And the man said, "I guarantee," he said, "it was Elvis." He said, "Elvis never died," he said, because we were in Graceland in 2006. We actually saw him looking out the window. We went back into security. We said, "Elvis is alive. He never died."
Yeah, I'd be 90% sure you're correct.
Well, I guarantee you, would you believe it? We actually believe that he faked his own death.
What age is he now?
He would be 1935 to this year, 2022. He would be what? He would be 84, 85, yeah, 84. He would be, or 85. If we can subtract that, 35 from 22. 87, sorry, 87. And we reckon he's still alive, and we reckon he came over to Hackettstown to look for his roots.
If you're ever at an Elvis convention or a gathering of various Elvis tribute artists, do you ever look around and think that could be him?
Well, funny enough, now that you said it, we were in Vegas one year. Myself and my wife went over to Vegas in 2008. We actually thought it was Elvis.
It probably was. Like, did he look like him?
The wife said, he spoke like him, he talked like him. And the wife said, "You know something?" She says, "I actually think that's Elvis," she says.
Can I ask you a question? If you had a choice between two of these things happening, you wake up on Sunday, say you lie in a little bit, and you wake up in the afternoon, and you wake up to one of these two pieces of news. A, Kilkenny have won the All-Ireland, or B, it has been confirmed Elvis is alive. Which one of those two situations would you rather see arise?
Wow, do I have to pick one? I just can't pick, I can't pick the two, no. The All-Ireland. I'm sorry, Elvis, but I'm sorry. The All-Ireland to us is just, it's in our hearts. I know the king is the king and I love the king, but the All-Ireland, to win an All-Ireland is just, my God, it's like winning the lotto. I'd rather win an All-Ireland and then wake up again and say, yeah, the king is alive.
Well, I think we both know that the king is really alive, you know, somewhere.
It's hard to know. I mean, I'd love if it came out, if it came out that the king was alive, that was all the big, he faked his own death.
What does Elvis think of the current Kilkenny team?
Well, I think they're brilliant. I swear to God, I think Cody's a god. In Kilkenny, when we meet Brian Cody, we don't say, "Hiya, Brian," we just genuflect, because we just met Jesus. And this is the way Brian is. And he's a fierce, nice fella. Oh my God, you couldn't. I mean, on Sunday, I'll go over to Langton's, I'll put the suit on, I'll walk in and I'll sing, "It's the wonder of Brian." And he'll smile, he'll say, "Go on, the cats." And I go round the town, beeping the horn if we win. If we lose, God knows what we'll do. I don't know. I'll probably be staying at the Harper Hotel or crying in the chapel.
Very well played.
I'll do a little song for Brian Cody, who is my best friend and a gentleman. His birthday was there last week. It's called "The Wonder of Brian." Oh, no one else can understand you when everything he does is right. He gives us hope and inspiration. He gives us strength to carry on. He's always there to lend a hand in everything we do. That's the wonder of Brian.